I was invited for an early hands-on with the new Samsung Galaxy S26 FE, the fan edition, and the more affordable entry into the S26 lineup. This year, Samsung is bringing across some neat flagship features, particularly in camera and AI, while retaining strong fundamentals. And for my brief time with it so far, the S26 FE is looking pretty compelling. In the hand, the Galaxy S26 FE feels immediately familiar, and I mean that in a good way. You get premium armor aluminum and glass construction, you also get Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front, and IP68 water and dust resistance. So Samsung hasn't really compromised on the durability fundamentals either. The 6.7-inch OLED display is a great size, just like on the Galaxy S26 Plus. It gives you that bit of extra room compared to the regular S26 while still sitting comfortably in the pocket. It's a full HD Plus 120Hz panel, so you're not quite getting the QHD Plus resolution of the S26 Plus, but everything still looked sharp in my time with it. It also gets up to 1900 nits, which in most situations should be more than bright enough. You do have a slightly asymmetric bezel, but honestly it's hard to tell, especially if you're going to be using a case. Overall, the S26 FE looks and feels surprisingly premium for being the more affordable model. I also really like the colors this year. There's a bright pistachio, stealthy graphite, and my favorite blueberry, which is a nice subtle dark blue purple tint. Let me know in the comments which color would you choose, and if you are enjoying this video so far, a like and a sub to the channel would be amazing as we're approaching 200K. Samsung put big emphasis on the camera and content creation features. The S26 FE packs a triple lens camera, 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 8 megapixel 3x telephoto for up to 30x digital zoom, plus a 12 megapixel selfie camera. And it is great to see Samsung bring many of its newest camera features to the FE, including my fan cam. I recently covered this in the Z8 series, and the S26 FE is actually the first S series device to get this. My fan cam lets you auto frame and track a specific person in a group video. I was able to test this at the event, and it works really well and fast. In video, you also get horizontal lock. I love this feature. No matter how much you move the camera, the horizon always stays perfectly level. Check this out. It works really well. You essentially get gimbal level stability built right in. Now this is perfect for capturing sports, running after your dog, or really capturing anything that's fast moving. Samsung also said the S26 FE brings better nightography video, and this should translate into less noise as well as better color when filming in low light, and I'm really keen to test this. But even here on the day, in what is pretty tricky lighting, the results look great. Samsung's image processing seems to be getting a lot out of this camera hardware. Now, the Galaxy S26 FE packs a lot of AI features, and some of my favorites include Photo Assist. I love having the ability to edit photos with just a simple text prompt. Check out this example where I ask it to light the candle. And here we go. The result is pretty impressive. You also get Audio Eraser to remove background noise not only from the videos that you shot, but now also in One UI 9, you can remove background noise from the videos you're watching, like on YouTube and Netflix. There's also the Now Brief, where you can create custom cards to show you exact information that you want to see. For example, specific weather metrics, all neatly in one card. Now Nudge will pull relevant information as and when needed, like for example dates and addresses, and now also works across third-party apps. And that's just scratching the surface. You also get Circle to Search, improved document scanning, Gemini Live, and much more. And this is probably what surprised me most about the FE. Samsung doesn't seem to be holding back its newest software features just because it's the more entry-level model. I was impressed by the generous 4900 mAh battery. This is 600 mAh larger than the S26 and matches that of the much more expensive S26 Plus. Of course, I haven't had a chance to properly test the battery life yet, but based on my experience with the S26 and also the S26 Plus, I would expect the S26 FE to comfortably last all day. Samsung rates it for up to 29 hours of video playback, which is 1 hour more compared to last year's S25 FE. The S26 FE charges at up to 45 watts wired, which is faster than the S26 and matches that of the S26 Plus, while wireless charging tops out at 15 watts. Samsung says you can get a 70% charge in just 30 minutes. Impressive. The S26 FE is powered by Samsung's 3nm Exynos 2500 chip and paired with 8GB of RAM. It does also support RAM Plus to add additional virtual memory using available storage. I also really appreciate that, like on the higher end models, the S26 FE2 gets 7 years of software support and security updates. Let's talk about price. The S26 FE starts at £699 for 128GB with 256GB at £749 and 512GB at £799. Now, this makes it $180 cheaper compared to the regular S26, but perhaps more interesting is how it compares to the S26 Plus. The FE has the same 6.7-inch display size, the same 4900 mAh capacity, and the same 45-watt charging speed, yet starts at £400 cheaper, or £350 if you get the 256GB model. Now, of course, Samsung has made some compromises to reach this price, particularly in the display resolution, performance, as well as cameras, and you may well find the S26 or S26 Plus discounted. But for my brief hands-on, what is clear is that the fundamentals here are strong. This has only been my initial hands-on, and I still want to properly test the device before giving you my final verdict, but so far I'm looking forward to using the S26 FE. At £699, Samsung seemed to have kept the fundamentals strong while bringing across more of the flagship S26 experience than you might expect. I'll be comparing it directly to the S26 and S26 Plus for my full review, so make sure to subscribe for that, and if there's anything you'd like me to test or cover, let me know down below. And up next, if you want to see how the regular S26 compares to its predecessor, be sure to check out my S26 vs S25 comparison video. I'll see you there.